Boys and girls, here he is. He's the heartthrob of assisted living happy hours all over Rocky Top. It's the world, according to Rocket.
And now, sports fans and Tennessee Volunteers, Vols for Life, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Welcome to the world, according to Rocket. I hope some of you made some money last weekend as a result of our recommendation. Tennessee minus 7.5. I mean, that was just gold. That was just money in the bank. So it was fun to pick that one and enjoy a little bit of wager success. Going into last week, we were a 49% chance, according to ESPN, of getting into the playoffs. This week, as we start and go into this game with Kent State, we are a 62% chance to get into the playoff. And with a 7% chance of actually winning the whole thing. So that was non-existent prior to the season beginning. If you're wondering, it is the return of the orange britches this weekend. We'll be in our home orange, as well as the orange britches. Kent State, Golden Flashes. Let's look at the numbers. Of course, this is the Big Boss Daddy College Football Computer. We have Tennessee and Kent State. Tennessee is, of course, the home team playing at Neyland. The power rating, according to ESPN, 21.8 to a minus 24.3, which the true line, according to the power ratings, is 46.1. The Vegas line at this point is up to 49.5. The total is over and under 62.5. This is the strength of schedule. Obviously, Tennessee has a huge advantage there in the strength of schedule. The higher the number, the tougher the strength of schedule, pertaining to games that have been played so far. So that's a huge advantage right there. The offensive efficiency compared to the defensive efficiency of Kent State, again, massive advantage for Tennessee, and the same thing, offense versus our defense. So it's huge. Points per game, points per play, 7.761 versus a 3.38. And here we go. This is what we're looking at right here, a predictive analysis score of 59 to 22, but I think this is generous. 22 points. Kent State is not going to score 22 points. They probably won't score anything. If they do, they'll pick it up late in the game when the 10th string is playing. But this figure right here, 22 points, was garnered against that sort of competition. There are only 132 slots here. They didn't do well, right? So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt of picking up something late. I am going with a score of 59 to 10. Tennessee. Now, I think it's important to cover the 49.5. Obviously, we need to lay as much on them as we can because we don't want to have the perception out there that we have slipped any, so that we can maintain our place in the poll, in the top 10. So do I believe they will not make any attempt to shut it down until we get a 50-point lead? That's my feeling. What do you think? We've had 4 years now to look at Heupel and see his trends and how he manages games like this. He doesn't want to appear to be a bully, but at the same time, he had no problem dropping 60 points on Missouri a couple of years ago. So I think we're going to get a 50 to 60 point win. this weekend. However, this is not a betting game. Save your bets for Oklahoma and down the road. We don't need to bet this game. By the way, this program today is brought to you by...
Say spaghetti.
Biscotti.
Okay, who is the quarterback of the University of Tennessee?
Nico Yamalieva.
Why can't you say spaghetti?
Because biscotti isn't the word.
Spaghetti is a word. Spaghetti is
Planning your next dream vacation? Dockery Destinations has you covered. Whether you're craving a relaxing beach getaway, an adventurous mountain retreat, or a cultural city escape, our travel experts will craft the perfect itinerary tailored just for you. With personalized service and insider knowledge, we take the stress out of planning so you can focus on enjoying every moment. Ready to embark on your next adventure? Visit dockerydestinations.com and let's start planning today.
Made $90 on it. That was a post from one of last week's shorts, recommending that the money bell would be ringing for those who were willing to give 7.5. Stingray, great game, Rocket. Appreciate the live stream. Rando, I hope you're feeling better. Missed you last night. Barry Gaylord, sorry to say I have forgotten about you. I enjoy your videos, always have. Do you do videos in the off season? Barry, thank you for the comment. I took this season off this postseason off because I was starting up a couple of new businesses, and that's why I was missing in action for about 6 months there. You got the total points almost dead on. Thank you, sir, for noticing. Bushmaster, sorry I missed you tonight. Had tournaments. Okay, Bush, I want to know what kind of tournaments we're talking about here. Let me know. You got your 50, and here's somebody that found me from my old radio days in Omaha, Nebraska. Wow, this was a blast from the past, taking me back to a teen listening to 98.5 in my bedroom. Classic KQ. Today's best music. I have occasionally wondered what happened to Rocket in the morning in the decades since. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. The main thing that's important this weekend, like I said, is that we not slack off. I don't think anything's going to happen like happened to Notre Dame, where Northern Illinois is going to come up surprises. I don't think that's going to happen. But the pitfall I always worry about in a game like this is them doing better than they should do against us. Now, I've been in a couple of different games. I remember a couple of games years ago that I attended, Appalachian State. I remember that game, the first game of the season, the Georgia State first game of the season. They turned up and put in an effort. I think Tennessee won that Appalachian State game barely on the last play of the game, and they lost the Georgia State game. Man, that's a long way to travel across the state of Tennessee to watch a game like that and see that happen. So, of course, this was all before Heupel. I think that is the main thing that needs to happen this weekend, is that we get out of this, number one, without any significant injuries. Number two, without any significant surprise in terms of a defensive letdown or in terms of an offensive letdown. So that's the thing. Tennessee will win this football game between 50 and 60 points. By the way, we're number 2 in the NCAA and points per game. We are at 60 points per game. Ole Miss is at 64, and I think I misspoke earlier. I don't know whether I included Ole Miss. I think this national championship is going to come down to Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Ole Miss. I left them out originally, and perhaps Alabama. Depends on how Alabama shows up. I mean, right? It's kind of like an SEC thing, and I want to be on the record. I hate this SEC expansion. It's bullshit. I don't like it. They just keep dicking around with stuff. and making it worse and worse, in my opinion. But I'm loving my Vols. I know you are too. We will have a watch party this Saturday. I hope you'll join us. And as always, like, share this, and hey, buy me a coffee. There's a link. There's a link in the thing in the description. And we'll see you on Saturday. Thank you for all the support. Go Big Orange.